All right, it says I'm live. Charm. All right, we are live on YouTube. I'm sorry for the delayed start, folks. Life has just been very, very busy lately, and I'm still trying to give you folks at least one, maybe two streams per day. In the future, I'll be probably throwing in a couple of pre-recorded videos every now and then. But how's everyone doing today? Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose edition, live from Red Morton Park. I believe this is episode number 19. And today, we're going to be discussing, giving up on true love, why some people have. Have you given up on true love and finding the love of your life? To enjoy life in the way it was naturally meant to be. It's going to be a very interesting topic here, folks. But before we get to that, let's see. It looks like we have a couple of super chats already. Let me check that out. Wow, we have 3 super chats, all from the same person. Hello, Anthony Scaredy Cat. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Hello, Eli. Hello, Anthony. Then again, you sent another $1.99 super chat. You're saying that JB is a confidential informant since 2003. I don't believe that, dude. And if JB is a CI, then more power to him. Then he's been playing all of us. Well, he already has been playing all of us anyway, but that would only be another thing to add to the lengthy list of how many different ways JB has played everyone and monetized it. Anyway, and then there's another shoot, hang on a second here. Another $1.99 super sticker from Anthony Scaredy Cat. That is awesome, dude. Thank you for the $3.99 super chats / super stickers. And it looks like we're going to start off the donation fund at $5.97, even though it rounds it up here on my screen to $5.90. Thank you so much, Anthony, for the $6, pretty much $6 worth of donations. Start off the show. We have 16 in the box, 15 now. 3 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up, folks, because we're getting thumbed down by, my trolls and people out there that just can't seem to move on with their lives. But it's all good. Eventually, those 50, 60, 70, or 80 thumbs down that they're giving me are going to be offset by hundreds and thousands of thumbs up. It's only a matter of time before this channel gets to that level where these people are really not going to matter even more than they already don't matter. 22 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. Just waiting to see who pops on in and who's chatting right now. We've got Dominique Smith. Hello, everyone. No, I haven't. That's good to hear, Dominique Smith. Thank you so much. That's a very positive outlook. Nakon Shop. Hi. Okay, hello. Haven't heard of Holly Nash. Hello. How are you all today? Do not ban Holly Nash. She's actually a real person here on a different account than her main account because, she wants to talk about some things and, try to protect her privacy as much as possible. And I want to grant her that wish. Do not ban Holly Nash. Let's see. What else is going on here? Similar Evil's in the house. Hi, Coach. Hello, Similar Evil. Let's see. I'm good. Holly, how are you? Says Dominique Smith. Queen Helen Casey. Hello, Eli. Not surprised to see you here, Queen Helen Casey. You're a YouTube super trooper. Appreciate that. I'm doing quite well. Thank you so much for asking. A-Team Murdoch's in the house. Hey, A-Team Murdoch, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Gorilla Bear Tech's in the house. Thank you for being here. Let's see. And DeRosa Show's in the house. He says, cheers. Hey, DeRosa Show. First things first, folks, moderators, I want you folks to pay close attention to this. Lately, we've had some moderators in here that have banned some people that should not have been banned. And I know for a fact that you moderators have my back. You're good people. I know you love me and I love you too, right? And I know you're trying to do what you feel is best to protect this channel. I do understand that. But before you ban someone that you're unsure of, can you please go to their channel by tapping on their name if you're on mobile, or clicking the three dots to the right of their name and chat message and clicking go to channel and taking a look to see if they have any content, when their account was started, etc. Okay? Before you make that decision to assume they're automatically a troll and a hater, because here's the bottom line, folks. In order for us to have a fair conversation with everyone, including the other side, including people that have a difference of opinion, you have to allow the people that have a difference of opinion to state what they want to state. I've never had a problem with that. I've absolutely never had a problem with that. The problem I've had is the way they state their opinion. They state it in a very derogatory, demeaning, and inappropriate, attacking type of way. Meaning that these people project. I'm trying to avoid as many people as possible. And they're all everywhere. So I gotta, give me a second, folks. All right. There's some kappas on the left there. And the kappas are everywhere. I want to keep them out of the video. They don't understand what kappa really means. They still want to get in front of the screen. Oh my goodness. The Rosa Show with the $5 super sticker. How's it going? You could have asked me that for free, DeRosa Show. But you like my reactions, buddy. I'm doing quite well. It is one day, the day before New Year's Eve, and 2 days before the New Year. And in actuality, DeRosa Show, I feel good. I feel damn good. Got lots of energy. I feel like, life is going as best as it could possibly go right now. Despite the fact that I don't have, that special loved one in my life. Who knows? That may change. You never know. Because I certainly have not given up on true love. Oh God, another one, DeRosa Show. A $3 super sticker, a $5 super sticker, and a $3 super DeRosa Show. Thank you so much, man. You're far too kind, dude. DeRosa Show, I think you've realized a way on how you can hijack my shows and get my attention, brother. I'll give you my attention for free, bro. But you know what, DeRosa Show? If I can entertain you with my reactions to your donations, bro, then it's all good, man. It's all good. But on a serious note, thank you for being here, DeRosa Show. Thank you to everyone for being here. But yeah, I have not given up on true love and happiness, and I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if the people from the other side that have been beefing with me for 3 years, which pretty much the beef is over. But the reason why this whole beef started, folks, to be honest with you, between the other side and myself, is because I used to run a channel, a similar coaching channel like this one, years ago that I shut down, and then I took a 3-month break and came back and started this channel. I used to run the channel, and I had my girlfriend at the time on there, who is a single mother of 2 teenage girls. And I was recommended to become a part of the MGTOW Men Going Their Own Way community. And that's where the downfall started happening, because the MGTOW Men Going Their Own Way community was, and still is, a community where there are a lot of angry, bitter, and hurt men that don't want to hear anything positive about women or relationships in general. They don't. And that's not the right way to look at it. The real true MGTOWs are here on my channel. I'm going to recognize them right now. Stravenstein, Koala Meat, formerly known as Koala Meat MLWB, Aware Rabbit, and Underdog. They're the real MGTOWs. See, these guys don't hate women. They just don't like radical feminism like myself. They don't hate women. They don't. As a matter of fact, these guys have as much testosterone as I do. Probably a little more than I do now because they probably have gone longer without it than I have, if you know what I mean. But that's what started it all. These guys started attacking me because of the fact that, in my 40s, I have no problems dating a single mother if she's a good person. I mean, how many women are you going to find that are in their late 30s to early 40s that don't have kids? Very few. And if you find the ones that don't have kids, there's a reason for that. Then there's another issue, because if they don't have kids by that point, that means there was something else that was preventing them from getting that. Maybe their attitude, maybe they couldn't make a relationship work. There's always going to be, there's always an issue when you're dealing with single people that have never been married and have no kids by the time they reach their late 30s or early 40s. It's unusual, right? The Rosa Show. Jesus, man, another $5 soup. The Rosa Show, man. I can't run my shows when you're here, dude. I'm kidding. I love you, bro. The Rosa Show, thank you for another $5 super sticker, man. I greatly appreciate you, man. You guys and gals out there have been far too kind with the donations lately. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to reinvest the money back into this channel and make it bigger and better, because I want to help each and every one of you work through anything you need to work through and help you get to where you want to get to based on my past experiences. So, yeah, that's the story on, how this beef started in the first place. It all started because of the fact that I had my, girlfriend at the time on my former channel, talking about relationships with me. And because I got involved with MGTOW, I didn't even know what MGTOW really was. Some dude made me aware and said, this is a good group of people that really could use your help to understand women and men better. Okay? This guy considered himself to be a purple pill MGTOW like myself. I don't consider myself to be MGTOW, but if I did consider myself to be a certain pill, according to the pill structure of MGTOW, I would consider myself to be purple. Purple pill means that, you are aware of the risks of dating and being married in today's modern world, but you proceed with the caution and awareness of those risks, right? Red pill means that you are aware of all those risks, just like a purple pillar, but you choose to withdraw because the risk is too great and you just don't want to chance it, because you've been through things and have already experienced being a victim of the system, right? And then you have the blue pillars, which are the guys that put women on a pedestal. They suck up to women, they bask in a woman's glory, and then they wonder why they get friend zoned, right? Or get taken for everything they've got, and then they never get anything out of it, not even a handshake, right? Let alone a kiss, but not even a handshake. I feel sorry for the blue pillars out there. I want to help the blue pillars become at least purple. And if you want to choose to be red, then that's on you. But see, I'm not a MGTOW channel. I'm just stating where this all stemmed back from. Because this topic here is pretty, I wouldn't consider it controversial, but I think this topic here is a topic that really triggers the other side that's been coming at me, and the MGTOWs in general, the bad MGTOWs. And see, MGTOW is not a bad thing. MGTOW is not a bad thing, but some of the people that try to represent the MGTOW philosophy or the MGTOW label didn't do it the right way. What they did was they tried to use the MGTOW moniker as a way to, siphon money from men that are in a very vulnerable place in their life right now. And it's really sad, because I've even seen screenshots. I won't mention who we're talking about here. I have in the past, but I'm not going to rehash it. I've even seen screenshots where certain content creators have shared private messages with other people saying that I play on people's emotions. So I'm going to amp this up so that way I get more traction and get these people to emotionally buy into me. In essence, you manipulate people by getting to them emotionally in fake ways. That's pretty sad. That's very deceptive. That's very unethical and immoral to me. It's just stupid. Anyway, we've got 33 people in the box right now. Thank you so much for being here. Now, I want to ask you folks out there. Oh, I need to switch back to the actual chat because I'm on the super chat screen. Let me go back to live chat and see what's going on. The sun is right in my eye, folks. I'm having a hard time seeing the screen. Hey, Senator Palacio, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. Crazy Chick Sheena's in the house. Hey, Sheena, how are you doing today? Paisley Dukes. Paisley Dukes, that is you. Paisley Dukes, why don't you go ahead and chat one more time? Why don't you go and chat one more time? Love Your Walk says, Highway Blues. Welcome back, Highway Blues. Let me get over here where the sun is not directly in my face. Can you folks hear me okay and see me okay? Oh my God, that sun is right in my face. I'm trying to get somewhere. It's at a level where it's like eye level, and I'm trying to go in front of a building and have it blocked from my face. All right, Highway Blues. Hey all, can't stay, but I did want to tell Eli about what my son said. He said, thank you. He has well over 1,000 minutes of watch time past 22 days on one of his vids. Is that good? 1,000 minutes is a start, but you're not looking at it as minutes. You look at it as watch hours. So if you look at 600 minutes, 600 minutes is 10 hours. So 1,000 minutes is what? 4,000 minutes. Let's see, 4, 6, 6 and 6. I think it's like 16 hours. I think 1,000 minutes is around 16 hours of watch time. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll tell you what I average on my streams. I average anywhere from 50 to 200 watch time hours per stream, depending on how long they are and how interesting the topic is. So he's getting about 14 hours. It's a good start. But what you need to monetize is you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 minimum public watch time hours in the previous 12 months, Highway Blues. And what YouTube means by public watch hours, it means that if you put any of your videos to private or unlisted, though any watch time earned on any watch time earned on private and unlisted videos will not count towards the public watch time hours that you need. So that's that right there. Let me check something out real quick here. Let me go and scroll up. So Paisley Dukes, welcome back to the Moderator crew. I know that you're a part of the A-Team along with A-Team Murdoch, but what I respect about you, Paisley, and A-Team Murdoch is that independent of my relationship with the A-Team, which I don't hate any of them, you folks are able to separate that, still enjoy my content, and be reasonable about this. And that's why you got your mod wrenches back. I never wanted to take them away in the first place, but whenever you have a group of people that, are being removed from your channel, or some of the people from a group are being removed, even the good ones that you still, I'm not saying the other people aren't good, but even the ones that are still here for the right reason of liking your content, you got to make sure about that. Let's see here. It is minutes. My bad. Got it. Thank you, dear. Yeah, you're welcome. What you can do, Highway Blues, is go into the new Creator Studio. It used to be called Studio Beta. Go into the new Creator Studio on the far left side. Click the monetization tab. And it'll tell you down below how many public watch hours you have and how many subscribers you have. And it'll show you a little meter on how close you are to reaching the threshold to qualify for monetization. That's the easiest way to do it. But let me tell you something. 1,000 watch minutes on a video or a stream is far better than most people are getting. So it's a good start. Keep having him push forward. He's 16 years old. He has 2 more years before he's going to be an adult. And I believe you do need to be 18 years old to apply for the YouTube Partner Program. So between now and the next 2 years, your son has a golden opportunity to blow up his channel. Not blow up with a bomb or something. I'm saying blow up his channel, number-wise and traction-wise, right? So take advantage of that time right now. He's young. This kid could be a famous YouTuber if he just plays his cards right. Take the next 2 years, work hard to qualify for monetization and all that, gain your traction, and then when he turns 18, apply for it. This kid will start making money the moment he turns 18 and he's an adult. That's awesome. I believe an adult is still 18 in your country, Highway Blues, right? I mean, I know the laws are different in different countries, but I believe it's the same in your country. 18 is an adult there. We've got 35 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. So let's get right to DeRosa show again, man. Oh, Jesus, man. Look at those girls with the Paisley Dukes on. DeRosa show, thank you once again for another $2 super chat. That's going to bring the total of super chats to $20. Folks, if you do send a PayPal donation, please make me aware of it in the chat. Please make me aware of it in the chat and let me know the amounts. I can thank you. I cannot access PayPal when I'm on mobile, but I can see the super chat amounts because that's all tied in between the Google and YouTube account, and they display it here on the live stream screen. So it's all good. But thank you again, DeRosa Show, for another $2 super chat. Man, DeRosa Show, you love the super chat, brother. That would have been epic mistake, says DeRosa Show. God, that sun is terrible today. I almost sent a $400 super chat. Don't do that, dude. The Rosa Show. No. The Rosa Show? That would be crazy, brother. Don't do that, dude. You've done way more than enough. Anyway, so let's get right to it, folks. Let's talk about, have you given up on love? Given up on true love is a topic. And if you have, why have you done so? A lot of people out there nowadays have been through a lot. The world's a different place. I've talked about this many times, and I've been highly scrutinized on basically sharing the truth. The divorce rate is at an all-time high of, if not at, pretty close to 60% here in the U.S. and pretty similar across the board all over the world. So why are relationships failing? Why are marriages failing? It doesn't matter whether you're married or you're not married. Relationships are failing more so now than ever before at an alarming rate. And I keep leading it back to one thing. I'm just going to wait a second because I don't want to interrupt. There's somebody around here that I don't want to interrupt. Oh, that was a nice. Is that a Camaro? A yellow Camaro? That was sweet. Oh, that thing had a modified exhaust on it. Wow, I don't know if you folks could hear that car, but that was really nice. Yeah, Sheena, there was a very, I want to make sure no one's hearing me. That was a very attractive woman walking on the other side of the street that just got out of her car and, set her alarm in her car. Oh my God, Highway Blues with a $5 super sticker. Highway Blues. Thank you so much. You folks are far too kind. I don't even know what to say anymore. Folks, I really hope that you truly are getting the value here, whether you're paying for donations or not. I thank you, Highway Blues, for another $5 super sticker after about $80 or $90 worth of super stickers and super chats last night. I'm so grateful for people like you. I mean, I love everybody no matter what, like I keep saying, but you get some people that really believe in your message and you've really impacted their lives, that they not only want to say they support you, they want to really truly show their support. And, monetarily doing it is really showing your support above and beyond. I mean, you can still show your support in other ways besides making donations, but one of the biggest ways to do it, to truly show how much you really believe in someone, is to put your money where your mouth is at, and these people have done it. I'm not trying to be rude by saying that, I'm just stating the facts. You have informed me so much in a couple days than what you give to hunt for. Oh, I hear you. What you're saying is that you're getting more value donating to me, getting the answer right away, than having to spend all day researching it and wasting your time. I get what you're saying, Highway Blues. I'm the same way. Like for me, I don't mind paying for something if it saves me time. And when people don't understand, when you get to a certain point, saving time equals saving money. The more time you save, in essence, you could be focusing that time towards something that can make you money or get you ahead, right? So I really like how you think, Highway Blues, and thank you so much for that. That's great. 45 people in the box right now, 13 thumbs up. Get those thumbs up, folks. Moderators, if you can help me out and get people to, smash those thumbs up. That's all I'm going to ask the mods to do. I mean, Nightbot pretty much does everything else, which is what I'm trying to say. I am impatient, LOL, when I need answers. Well, I'll answer your questions for free, Highway Blues. Highway Blues, let me be honest with you, with no disrespect. Every woman I've ever encountered, including my mother, is very impatient. I think God made women impatient on purpose, because women are emotional beings, right, Highway Blues? But I'm a strong dude. I understand to a certain extent that women are going to be impatient. That's just the way they were made to be. Why? I mean, when you go and you eat a burger, you know what a burger tastes like. You know what beef tastes like, right? It's the same thing with women. You should automatically know that women are impatient at a normal level. That's the way they are. It's like if as a man, you don't understand that, maybe that's why you're having a hard time finding someone and you're single. You got to understand women's emotions, folks. Come on, guys. Get with the program here. I feel really sorry for these young bucks nowadays that don't have a clue because no one's teaching them. And you've got these women, even in high school, that are behaving more masculine than feminine. It's really weird what's happening, and that's what's affected everything that's going on nowadays. If a man wants dinner, that's impatient. Ha 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 ha. Listen, Paisley Dukes, women that I've been with, I've cooked dinner for them. I've brought them breakfast in bed. I've brought them coffee in bed. Like even with my ex Dana, for example, that many of you know from my former channel. She did a lot of things for me. She was a good woman. I still have nothing bad to say about her to this day. Just didn't work out. The relationship ran its course. But I cooked for her. I also did some cleaning at her place. I brought her breakfast in bed, coffee in bed. We took care of each other. The right way to do it nowadays, folks, is to take care of each other in some way. Okay? You don't have to do the exact same things for each other. Like, for example, if I bring her breakfast in bed, she doesn't have to do that. She could do something else. You know? It could be anything else. It doesn't have to be the same thing. And she was like that, which is why it was a well-balanced relationship in the modern world. She was working, but she was even able to balance her job, her business, and make time for the relationship she really wanted. I really wish, and no disrespect to other women out there, I really wish more women out there had a better understanding of how to balance their business and personal relationships. Basically, how to balance their work/personal life. And that's where the problem, that's what the problem boils down to in this day and age. Is that the majority of women nowadays, I mentioned it before, I'll say it again, the majority of women nowadays, you know, they go to college right out of high school, they get a degree, then they get a job, then it takes them many years to get settled in their job or get the promotion that they desire, so that way they can afford to buy their own house and get their whole act together, right? By the time that happens, they're 35, 37, 38, and now they're rushing to find a man to knock them up before their eggs dry out or before they're less fertile or before they reach menopause, right? Let's be real about it. I'm not sitting here criticizing anyone, men or women. I'm stating the facts. Women are experiencing this. I've seen women, like when I was with my ex, Dana, she had many friends. Many of her friends were having kids in their mid-40s. Like one of her friends had a baby at 46, I think, 45, 46. Now, women can still get pregnant as long as they have a menstrual cycle, right? But, you know, as you get older, you have fewer good eggs, fewer viable eggs, right? And your chances of conceiving are less. And even if you do conceive, chances are you're not going to have a healthy baby the older you get, right? But that's what's happening, right? So you got a lot of men, even like myself, that understand this because I've experienced it. I'm now 46 years old, single, never been married, no kids. And even if I put myself out there and try to find a good woman, like you have to go through a lot of large numbers. Like you have to go on 10 dates before you find one that's even attracted to you or interested in you. And then if it even works out, if you even go on one date and you want to see him again, then they say, well, I'm going to be busy for the next 2 weeks. Why is that? Well, I'm working overtime, and you know, work is pretty tough and it drains me, and then I like to take the weekends to relax. So, you know, are you cool if we hang out in 2 weeks? Well, that's not what I signed up for. I figured when you put your profile on Match.com that you're ready for a relationship and you have the time for one. Apparently, it seems like you are incapable of balancing your work with your personal life, but you put it out there on Match.com that you want a relationship. And for the right guy, you'll fit him in. But now I'm hearing that I can hang out with you in 2 weeks. And it's not because she wasn't attracted to me or didn't like me. Because when women don't like you, they'll just ghost you. That's the problem I've seen, folks. It all boils down to this, why people, you know, have withdrawn. It all boils down to one thing. I honestly feel it has to do with the fact that women out there in the modern world have difficulty balancing their work/personal life. And it's not because they intentionally want to do that. It's because in essence, women are doing something nowadays that they weren't biologically created to do. It was according to the good Lord, okay, and the way he made women. Women were supposed to be the homemakers, the caretakers, right? Raise the kids, cook dinner, do all that, right? No problem that women are working today and they're doing everything that a man only once did. But it's out of their natural essence of what they were biologically made to be. Let me just move past here a second. Let me see here. Gorilla Bear Tech. Wow. I'm the only one not blue. Well, maybe we'll change that one, similar evil, once I get to know you a little bit better. I got to have a conversation with you behind the scenes so I know who you are. I mean, I know that you've been around, but I got to find a way to verify that you're not somebody else. I can't risk getting my channel hijacked. It's all good, Coach. I got ghosted by a female in her late 20s, naked after a luxury car. I know the feeling. Her name was Mercedes. What, Mercedes-Benz? The rest of the show. So check this out. I'm putting my phone, it is H2O proof, scuba wrap, and jumping in the shower. Ha, that's funny, man. That's crazy, bro. Similar evil, okay. We'll get that changed, sweetheart. Paisley Dukes, it's individual choice. I don't need a man to be happy. I agree with you, Paisley Dukes. Paisley Dukes, here's the thing. It's up to you as a man or a woman if you choose to date or marry someone. Each individual out there, regardless of, their sex, their sexual orientation, race, whatever, right? Chooses what they want to do. All I'm here to say is that, look, the way that human beings were biologically made to be by a higher power that I believe to be God, they were made to get together, cohabitate, and procreate. That is the natural part of life. But nowadays, you have people withdrawing because they've tried to make it work many times and it keeps failing. And there are many people that give all they've got and they're still failing, even though they're doing everything right or as close to right as possible. And many people realize what they're up against, like I do, because of how the system is nowadays and how the system, in many cases does favor, women in the courthouse when it comes to divorce judgments and child custody cases. Now, technically, it is the breadwinner of the house that pays the price. I've actually had a few girlfriends in the past that were married and went through a divorce, and they were the breadwinners in their house, and they were the ones that got taken, not the man. So in essence, it's the breadwinner of the house that is at risk in a marriage. But the reason why a lot of men out there still are adamant that it's, more risky for men is because 70% of all households still have the man as the breadwinner. 30% of all households have the woman as the breadwinner. And to be quite honest with you, in approximately the 55 years that the Civil Rights Act has been enacted here in the U.S., in 55 years, for women to go from 0 to 30% breadwinners in their homes, it's a pretty staggering number in my opinion. So ladies, if you think you haven't come a long way, you have. And congratulations, I applaud you for that. The problem is now you ladies are making money. Now you ladies are the heads of your households. How is that affecting your relationship with your man or your husband? How's that affecting you, right? And look, here's the thing. I don't have a problem if women want to wear the pants and they want to be the head of the household. What I will say from personal experience, it wouldn't work for me because I'm a man. And as a man, I am a leader, and I am the kind of man I am. I'm very protective over somebody I'm with. I'm not a control freak. I don't control any woman or tell her what to do. But part of the nature between men and women that works is the fact that man is stronger, woman can carry the baby, man gives her the sperm, man protects the woman from all inherent danger, right? All danger, right? The truth of the matter is that men were biologically built to be physically stronger than women. That's the way they were biologically built. Now, there are women that are lifting weights and they're pretty strong. But women's body structures and bone structures are built differently, biologically. So in essence, I want to lead to believe that we are as equal as possible, but in many aspects we were built differently. So you can't even look at it as being equal in that way. And it's not even an arguable point because men and women are different. Why are we comparing men and women in ways that weren't meant to be compared, right? Does that make sense? We're comparing. See, the problem I have nowadays with modern day feminism is the fact that we're comparing things between men and women that were never meant to be compared. That's part of the problem. So when you go out there and you put yourself on a dating site, or you go to a bar, or you go to church and you meet a woman, it's totally different nowadays. You have a lot more to deal with. And even if you're the perfect candidate and she's attracted to you and she likes you and there's chemistry all around, that doesn't mean it's going to work because she still has to try to fit you in her busy schedule, primarily due to her working now. That's the problem, folks. It's not necessarily a problem. If women want to work, they want to work. But I've all boiled it down to this. For the majority of women that are not able to balance a work and a personal life, and I've personally experienced going on dates with women like this, those women should choose family or work. One or the other. For most women, when they try to swing both, it's too much because they've never had to handle that before. In today's day and age, folks, not only does a woman have to be able to balance her own work schedule, she has to be able to balance a man's work schedule too. And on the flip side, for a man, on top of him already having to have balanced his work schedule, he now has to also balance the work schedule of the woman. All of these things in the past, before women's lib, never had to be dealt with. Laughing my ass off, DeRosa. Eli should see your latest stream. I'll check it out when I get a chance. My wife punched me in the face 3 times. This was 20 years ago. I said, are you done now? Wow, bro, I wouldn't have put up with that. I would never put up with a woman verbally or physically abusing me or even mentally abusing me. I would never ever deal with any kind of abuse in the relationship, no matter how long I've been with someone. I would be out. I don't care how hot she is and how good the sex is, I would be gone. But some people, they can't let it go. I get it. Nightbot, don't you have an egg to suck on? Says Queen Helen Casey. Nightbot's just doing his job, Queen Helen Casey. Santa Palacio, well, the man has to provide so she can take care of business. Well, what do you mean by that, Sandra? Are you saying the man has to provide so that way the woman can stay home and raise the kids and take care of the house like in the traditional days? You got to be more specific with what you're saying there. I threw a radio in a tube of water once my ex-boyfriend was in for cheating. Wow. But why we should do another stream on this. Why are people cheating? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Why are people cheating? Like, if you're happy with somebody and they're happy with you and you get along mentally and emotionally and you're physically attracted to each other, what is the need to cheat? Why would you feel the need to cheat? The only reason people cheat is because something has changed and something is missing. And instead of dumping that person, what many men and women will do, but primarily women more so do this, is they line up a replacement, start banging that person behind your back until that person pans out. And once the other person pans out, then they kick you to the curb, which is even more messed up. That's what happens. That's absolutely. Come on. There we go. Folks, did that go offline for a second? Somehow I lost the connection. It asked me to reconnect. It should pop right back on. Holly Nash, I think we sometimes aren't meant to be monogamous as humans. We have a constant need for new experiences. No, Holly Nash, that's not true. Let me tell you why that's happening in my opinion. My opinion, the reason why I feel more people are cheating nowadays is because there are many more opportunities to do so. All these dating apps on your phone, there's Adult Friend Finder, there's Tinder, hookup site, right? But even with that information out there, why people cheat? People cheat because they feel that they're missing something with the person they're with. If you have a mental, emotional, and physical connection with someone, there's no need to go outside. When I was with my ex Dana, I never even thought once to go to the outside. Never, not once. Because everything I had with her felt just as special as the first time it happened. Meaning that I never got tired of the intimacy. I never got tired of her company. And I never got tired of her conversation. Because if for me, in order to be with somebody, I got to have three aspects right off the bat. Mental, emotional, and physical. If I'm not mentally stimulated by her and her by me, if we both don't have an emotional bond, a strong one, and if there's not sexual chemistry there, if all three of those things aren't there, I won't even go on a first date. I won't. Part of the problem is many of you out there are just settling for whatever you can get. You don't ask questions when you meet people. You got to ask questions. You got to get to know the person. A lot of guys out there don't ask a lot of questions because all they're trying to do is get laid, get in the woman's pants. In some cases, that may help you get laid, but what if you end up falling for her, right? And then you fall for her, and because you didn't take the time to get to know her, she starts playing a game on you and then breaks your heart and hurts you, or maybe takes money from you or something else, right? The problem is people are so desperate for love and affection and companionship that in many cases, they'll just take whatever they can get without really getting to know that person off the bat. Or even if they sense something's wrong with them, that in many cases end up being true, they just go for it. Maybe because the woman's attractive. Maybe because the woman can fill a void at that current moment the man needs, right? And while, a lot of these things in those cases may fill a temporary void, it's going to bite you in the ass in the long run. I tell you, it happens to the best of us. The best thing to do is be authentic, be real, be open, ask a lot of questions off the bat. If you're doing online dating, get on the phone and have an hour conversation. If a woman's not willing to give you an hour before meeting you, from Match.com, OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, or whatever app you use, then don't meet her. Get a good idea of what you're going to get into before you get into it, right? Emotions are nightmares sometimes. Well, Sheena, let me ask you this. You said emotions are nightmares, right? Sheena, you are a very nice, down-to-earth, wonderful married woman with a great husband and a great family. And you're a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. Women are emotional beings. That's a fact. In essence, Sheena, what you're saying is that, emotions are nightmares sometimes. In essence, you're saying, Sheena, that you're a nightmare at times? Because I think you're a pretty cool person. Now, what woman or man doesn't have an emotional moment every now and then? More so women, because women are emotional all day, every day. Like I've said before, okay, women respond to everything emotionally based on how they're feeling in the present moment, right? So, you may like me right now, but I could say one wrong thing or breathe wrong 2 minutes later, and then you hate my guts after liking me just only 2 minutes ago. That's perfectly normal behavior for women. It's frustrating as fuck, Sheena, but that's how you ladies are. And us men that understand women as we get older, we learn how to deal with that and balance that out, right? Give me a second, folks. There we go. I think there's something wrong with the YouTube servers. It's cut me off twice. But all I have to do is hit reconnect, and it brings me back. Did you folks notice that cut out, and then it came back? Let me know. Let me know. Right now, we're at 53 minutes. We've got 31 in the box right now. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, it did cut out and came back. Yeah, it's not my connection, Gorilla Bear Tech. Sometimes the YouTube servers, they have bad days. Because all I do is hit reconnect right on the phone, and it reconnects me. And occasionally that'll happen when I do streams from my studio. And then OBS will automatically reconnect to the YouTube server, typically within 5 to 10 seconds after any glitch on the YouTube end happens. But anyway. Yeah, it's kind of unstable today. Well, all right, I'm going to let those kids go by. There's a bunch of kids on the sidewalk that I'm about to go on. And they're running, they're on skateboards, etc. So I'm going to wait. Well, the only thing that should have happened, similar evil, is 2 cutouts. The rest of the stream should be fine. Has the rest of the stream been fine? Like, is it clear now? Is it clear and smooth, as smooth as possible? Let me know. There were 2 cutouts that happened. So let me know about that. It should be back to normal now. It's not freezing again, Sheena. I should be fine right now. Can somebody besides Sheena? Yeah, it's fine. It should not have been freezing. Yeah. It cut out 2 times because the YouTube server cut me off. I have to keep going out and come back in. You shouldn't have to come out and come back in. It'll automatically refresh that for you if you just give it time. But yeah, it looks like the YouTube live streaming server is having some issues today. There are probably a lot of people doing live streams. The servers are probably overloaded. The Rosa Show says, Holly Nash says, you are clear and good now. Okay, the Rosa Show says, would be nice, guys, if the woman says, can we skip dinner and movie? You just give me the cash and let's get this over with. The Rosa Show, I listen, brother. I love you like a brother, but I got to be honest with you. And I know you've donated money, and I love you. You're always going to be a mod here. We're going to work together. I think you're a little bit jaded based on what you've dealt with your ex-wife. I don't blame you for that, bro. Look, I've been through some relationships that really hurt. I was with a woman that I was going to have a life with, and she cheated on me. And she was lining up a replacement behind my back, banging some other dude. And then she did what's called monkey branching in the MGTOW community. She monkey branched. But she was lining up my replacement behind my back and kept me around until that relationship blossomed. Yeah, that pissed me off for a little while. I was pretty triggered about it, but I ended up getting over it. And I met an even better woman after that. And what I want to do to help you out, DeRosa, or anyone else that's in that state of mind that you can't get over somebody that just doesn't want to be with you or was never the right fit for you in the first place, I want to help you accomplish what you want. I'm at the point in my life right now at age 46 where I don't let anybody waste my time. And I don't care if it makes me look selfish. I'm not a selfish guy at all. But if you're going to waste my freaking time, I'm going to ignore you. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to be productive. As I would expect you to be, right? I'm very big on productivity within my life, personally and professionally. And that's what I'm trying to help people with here on this channel. I'm trying to help them better understand that and accomplish that. Gorilla Bear Tech, I'm 32 and don't want them wasting my time. Well, Gorilla Bear Tech, brother, I love you like a brother, you know that, but I think you're full of it. You're 32 years old. Don't tell me if a hot, sexy woman came your way and said, you're cute, I like you, you're a good guy, I want you to take me to dinner and then bring me back to your place, that you wouldn't do it, Gorilla Bear Tech. Because I wouldn't buy it for a second if you said, no, I'm not going to do that. Gorilla Bear Tech, you could have a woman come over to your place and maybe she says, I'm going to go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom, and when she comes out of the bathroom door, she's standing in front of you naked. What are you going to do? Say, oh, I don't want you to stick around. You took off your clothes. That's indecent exposure in my place. Or you can just head out the door right now. No, you wouldn't do that. Come on, man. Who are you trying to kid here? Like all these people here saying, I can withdraw, right? Like I don't have testosterone and manly needs, right? Who are you guys trying to fool? I love you, Gorilla Bear. Let's see, what did he say? That's true. It is hard to resist. Even though I've had those feelings, if I was to see all of that, it would be hard for me to tell her to leave. Of course it would be hard. Come on, man. Dude, I've tried to resist women in the past, like on a first or second date, and these are women that ended up dating for years. It's hard to resist them, man. See, if a woman comes on to me, like on a first or second date, and it's somebody that I want to date and have something with, I will intentionally do whatever I can to not convince me to have sex with them that first night or second night. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but sometimes it's been easy to be strong, and other times some women are just really good at what they do. When they like you, they're going to show you exactly what you want to see. That's all I got to say. When they really like you, they're going to show you exactly what they know is going to turn you on and make you want them. And quite frankly, for me, it's not even about the boobies and the ass and all that, right? It's about, if I like a woman mentally and emotionally and she knows I like her for more than just her body, she will use her body knowing that it's hard for me to resist that, to reel me in. That's just the way it works, guys. I mean, let's be real about it. Come on. I can't fake it, meaning stay with them till something better comes along. It is hard enough when you love them, keeping a smile on your face. That's why I respect you, DeRosa Show, because I'm the same way. I'm the kind of guy I am, DeRosa Show. I'm either all in or all out. There's no in between. There's no keeping someone along until a better option comes along. But some men and women, primarily women, are all about that. The reason why I say primarily women are all about that is because women don't like to be alone. And back in the days, before women were liberated, they couldn't afford to be alone. So they would have to line up their replacement before getting divorced or out of a relationship in order to survive. Nowadays, women make their own money. So, they can much more easily monkey branch nowadays than ever before and keep you around while they're banging some other dude behind your back. Right? And then once that backup dude, makes them feel comfortable enough to the point of where they're ready to move on in a relationship with them, they'll get rid of you, the one they were cheating with the new guy on. There's a car that stopped in the middle of the road and a car behind it, and the car in front is not moving. Now the car went around. This dude's parked in the middle of the road. Dude, you gotta look in your rear view and see there's a car behind you and you're stopped in the middle of a one-lane road and the car can't get by. Now some people have no common sense, no common courtesy, and no common decency anymore, folks. Go back to that stream I did several days ago on common courtesy and common decency. What else is going on here? Any bigger than a handful, you're risking a sprained thumb, gorilla. Yeah, I've experienced all different sizes in that department that you guys are talking about. And I gotta tell you, there are benefits to the different sizes, small, medium, or big. It all depends, on the woman. I'm not judgmental on breast size or anything like that. If I'm going to be judgmental on anything, it's going to be how well she carries herself mentally and emotionally. Now, she should take care of herself physically too. That is important. But most important to me is, is she mentally stable, emotionally stable as much as possible? And, is she reasonable? And then you also have to go out there and see there are some women, like one of my exes had PTSD, anxiety, and depression. And you got to take that into consideration. And while they're on medication, it's all good. But the moment that they lose their medication or they're off of it, oh, hell breaks loose. That happened to me with the ex that cheated on me. See, this is the thing that men are going through nowadays. We have the deck stacked against us. It doesn't mean that we can't make something work, and it's not possible to make something work. But the deck is completely stacked against us. And not only us, it's stacked against women as well. When I speak about these relationship dynamic topics between men and women as part of my personal relationship series here, I'm speaking on things that not only affect the one side I'm talking about. If I'm talking about feminism doesn't only affect men, it affects women as well. It affects everyone. And what I try to do as a coach is raise awareness to help people better balance their world around it in this modern world we all live in. In today's day and age, we have a different deck of cards being dealt to us. It's out of our control. That's just the way it is. The laws are the laws. We can't change the laws. Well, we could, but it would be a pain in the ass. And these laws, look, women will never get their liberated status removed. I'm sure there are men out there saying we should try to fight to revoke women's lib. Let's revoke women having equal rights. I know some guys from the MGTOW community that would love that. That's never going to happen. So if we know that's never going to happen, what can we do to better balance the way men and women interact nowadays based on this new lifestyle we're all living in this modern world? Right? Does that make sense? We are at an hour and 66 minutes. Let me continue walking a little bit more over here. I want to go a little bit longer here, folks, because my battery's been running pretty well lately. And next week, I'm getting my big battery that I ordered. It's actually a small battery with a high capacity, 28,000 milliamps for $35 on Amazon. It's very tiny, fits right in my pocket, and I can keep it plugged in. And I could run a stream off of that for like probably 15 hours if I wanted to. I'd kill a lot of data, but I'd have the battery power to do it. For right now, I'm using this, I have this hiking headlamp that has a 4,200 milliamp battery with a USB output, but it only outputs at 500 milliamps. That's half an amp. This other one that I'm getting outputs at 2.4 amps, so it charges fast. This charger I have that's attached to my hiking headlamp, when it gets dark, you have the hiking headlamp so you can see around. It charges very slow. It charges at half an amp. Most phones nowadays, the standard charger that comes with your phone is a 1 amp, meaning that it charges at 100 milliamps per hour, and most phones have 3,000. Sorry, it charges at 1,000. Did I say that? 1,000 milliamps per hour. Most phones have around a 3,000 milliamp battery. So, with the standard charger, it would take 3 hours to charge your phone. But you can also buy a fast charger, which is 2.4 amps, and it'll roughly cut your charge time in half. Because when your phone reaches a certain point, like 80%, it slow charges because it doesn't want to mess up the battery. So typically with the faster charger, your 3,000 milliamp phone will charge in about an hour and a half instead of 3 hours. This is information that many of you didn't even know. You can learn a lot from a dummy, right? And you all can call me a dummy, but you can learn a lot from a dummy, right? Remember those crash test dummy commercials? All right, let me see here. We've got 32 in the box, 17 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up, everybody. Let's get those thumbs up. Let's see. Yeah, I missed a lot of messages, but anyway, sorry about that. I'll check them out on the replay. The Rocha Show says, you know why prostitution isn't legal in all of the states? Because it would be too hard for the government to tax women. That's a good point. I don't know if that's the reason. I mean, if you want my honest reason, DeRosa and everyone, why prostitution isn't legal in all states, because if they made prostitution legal, just like they're legalizing marijuana pretty much everywhere, right? It would become a common thing to the point of where women could go and become independent call girls, right? Now, in today's day and age, we have legal escorts, right? There are escort companies out there that basically, say, hey, if you need a beautiful lady to accompany you to your business meeting or your business dinner, right? Here are our rates, right? And whatever happens after dinner is independent of what you paid for to have a dinner date, right? But let's be real here. What are you really paying for when you pay for an escort? What are you really paying for? Escort is a fancy name for prostitute without having to incriminate yourself. So if you sleep with the man, but they pay for your escort services, the woman says, well, I really ended up liking the guy, and me sleeping with him had nothing to do with me accompanying him to his, company's function or company's dinner, right? Legal prostitution, I'm in, ladies. I'll be honest with you, folks. I'm a liberal. I'm slight left liberal. But even a guy like myself would be totally against legalizing prostitution. I don't think prostitution should be legal. I'll tell you why. Because there are women out there that I've seen. They used to do this on Craigslist. They used to do this on Backpage. And they still do this on certain phone chat dating lines that I used to call back in the days. There are women out there that are going and saying, I'm looking for a generous man. I'm looking for a financially stable gentleman. I'm looking for someone to pay to play. I'm looking for a mutually beneficial hookup. This is the way they put their ads out there, whether it's on Craigslist, Backpage, or these phone chat dating lines. Now, they don't do it on Match.com and the main sites because those sites are highly guarded against spam and phishing and all that. But there are many women out there nowadays that instead of working hard, maybe they have a job and they're not making enough money. Instead of working harder to get a better job or get a better promotion or going back to school and get a degree and get a better job, what they do is they go out there and they try to make themselves appear like they're a legalized prostitute. They'll say, I'm looking for a financially stable gentleman that can take care of me. Or, I'm looking for a sugar daddy, right? All the code words basically saying that I'm looking for a dude that's going to pay me a lot of money that I don't want to make on my own, or maybe I'm incapable of making on my own. And I'll give you a little sex every now and then if you do that, right? That's exactly what it is. So if we legalize prostitution, DeRosa Show or anyone else, the women that are already doing that and screwing over a lot of men doing that, let me tell you, there have been a lot of men that have been played in that way. Where's that coming from? I was hearing some very, very loud rap music. The women that are already doing that would do it more. I honestly think that legalizing prostitution would more so hurt our country than it's already hurting. That's my opinion. I would still go for oral. It's safer and prevents pregnancy too. Well, Gorilla Bear Tech, you seem to be concerned about pregnancy, right? Gorilla Bear Tech, have you heard of condoms? Have you heard of birth control? There are many things you could use, dude. Gorilla Bear Tech, it sounds like to me that you meet women that are on no birth control and they don't want you to use a condom and you don't like to use a condom either. So if you're putting yourself in that position where you're with a young, healthy, fertile woman that's on no birth control, she doesn't want you to use a condom. You don't want to use a condom because let's face it, condoms suck. They suck ass, but they need to be used, in certain situations. Now, if you're in a steady relationship and you trust the person, and they're on birth control, or if they're not and you both want to have kids, then you're good. But see what happens, Grill Bear Tech. I'll be real. Guys like you, I love you like a brother, but I'm going to keep it real. Guys like you get excited when something comes out of the blue, right? And you're in that moment, and if you don't act in that moment, you will not get laid, right? What you'll do is, you'll do it. She'll let you do it. No condom. And then next thing you know, you slip one past the goalie, and you didn't even ask her if she's on birth control. Or you could have tried to pull out, and the pull-out method It's not 100%, but it's better than nothing. So if you're going and meeting women on the first date and you're barebacking them per se, no condom, you don't ask them if they're on birth control, yet you do what JB Gunner refers to as bust a nut in them. And then after you bust your nut, basically the woman says, well, I'm not on birth control. Oh, you're not? Well, dude, you didn't even ask her if she was or wasn't. And even if she says she is, she could be lying to you. You see, the problem I have with some men is that they try to blame the women for their own stupid mistakes. I'm sorry, Gorilla Bear Tech. Dude, you're laughing because I'm right. Dude, Gorilla Bear Tech, I'm a dude. I've been through this stuff. Gorilla Bear Tech, you don't think I like pussy? I do. When I say that, I like women. You don't think that I would like to go raw and balls deep and do what was naturally meant to be done, bro? There's no better feeling than that, brother. But it comes with repercussion if you're not ready to reproduce, man. Because now we've turned sex into a recreational sport instead of what it was made to be by a higher power, to procreate. Now we're like, shit, oh, I busted a nut and now she's pregnant. Well, that's the purpose of having sex. But now, because it's become recreational, we think that, okay, we automatically assume that every woman is either fixed or on birth control or they're taken care of, right? So we'll just go bust nuts in everybody and nothing will happen, right? Gorilla Bear Tech, it was made for procreation. You're right. Absolutely, dude. I like it too. Just tap that, you know what, says Paisley Dukes. I like that, Paisley. You're right. I'm not denying that, Coach, but I did ask her. Right. But in the story you shared with me, which you're sharing it publicly, I'm not going to mention names, but I'll say that basically she told you that she was on birth control, so you busted, right? And then she tried to play a game and you said, oh, why did you do that? She first told you to bust it in her because she's on birth control. Then you did it. Then after you bust, she goes, oh, I told you not to come in me because I'm not on birth control. Come on, guys. If you're going to meet women like that, like for me, I won't even be intimate with a woman until I know there's something emotionally bonding there and spiritual, because those women are less likely to screw you over. Plus, most women nowadays, they use a permanent method of birth control, such as the IUD. Some use what's called the NuvaRing. Some use the shot. If they use the NuvaRing or if they use the IUD, you can feel that. You can stick your fingers in there and feel that thing. It's there. So you'll know if they're telling you the truth. And in my case, like I mentioned one time, in a public Discord server of Shangy's, and then somebody leaked it out to JB Gunner, that, you know, if your member is rather large and you're making love to a woman with an IUD, you're going to tap up against that thing, so you know it's there, right? IUD stay in school. She said she was the 1%. Her doctor told her my sperm didn't work on, and I had a girl, but it was all a lie because I caught her lies on her Facebook page. She had cancer down there too and couldn't get pregnant. Well, she was trying to trap you, huh, bro? She was trying to trap you because that's the only way that she felt she could keep a man around. That's a bunch of crap. Those are the games that some women play nowadays. And men play similar games too. But men can't get pregnant. Women can. And women will weaponize you with pregnancy. You got to be careful. I showed you folks this the other day here. I'll show this again here. One of my favorite things about this new playground being built is that you see that right there? All my trolls and haters, like ODN, I actually showed this last week for JB Gunner. But ODN, if you want to come visit me here in the San Francisco Bay Area, like once this is built, like next year, I'd be glad to meet you over here, ODN, at the Kindness Corner. You see that? Folks, do you see the Kindness Corner right there? We really need to send you there, ODN, to the Kindness Corner. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, folks. I'm probably going to wrap this up. I'm more than likely, I'm definitely not doing a night stream from the studio tonight. I may do a late night stream if I'm up for it or up to it. It may start around 10 or 11 Pacific, which is 10 or 11 p.m. Pacific, which is 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Eastern. I may do that, or I may just take the rest of the night off, depending on how I feel. Now, tomorrow, folks, there might be a change of plans for my New Year's Eve stream. I may not end up doing that stream at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. After all, I may do a stream before that for New Year's Eve, because a group of friends of mine reached out to me, and they want to get together for New Year's, maybe play some poker, and have a guys' night that we haven't had in a while. And so, it's something that I'm going to consider, because, I haven't seen my buddies in a while. I've been, hanging out with activity partners and family and, other people and doing YouTube and all that. So I may end up doing that. But I will let you know tomorrow. I will definitely do at least one stream tomorrow, and one of those streams will be a New Year's Eve special, whether it's live from the park on my phone or from the studio, but it's going to be much sooner than 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. It'll probably be around, 5 Eastern, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, because I'm probably going to go out later in the evening and hang out with some friends to stay the night at their place, because we're going to be drinking a little bit, and you do not want to drink and drive. You don't want to drink and drive ever, but especially on New Year's Eve. You got a lot of cops out there. Even if you're able to drive normally, it's not worth risking a DUI, let alone someone else's life, to drive on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, even if you have one drop of liquor, folks. Please take that into consideration. Let me see here. Let me take out my glasses. Does anyone else have any other questions? Let me know, folks. Why invite him? Let him stay on his side of the border. Oh, are you asking me, Queen Helen Casey? Queen Helen Casey, sometimes, and I'm sure you already knew this, I'm sure you knew the fact that I like to crack a joke every now and then. I like to keep things on the lighter side at times. Listen, there's no way in hell ODN or JB Gunner or Jamie Lycan Theory or any of these guys are ever going to make a special trip to come and see me. These guys are keyboard warriors. So I'm just having a little fun at their expense, because what they try to do to knock someone like me down is they try to use their bullying tactics. They use scare tactics that are not true. They're phony, they're fake, and they don't scare me. So my response to them is, hey, if you want to concoct these phony bullying tactics on me, instead, why don't you come show me that you're real? Come to Red Morton Park, and when our new playground is finished next year, we can go meet up at the Kindness Corner, and we'll talk about kindness, ODN. Being kind to people. Being loyal and genuine and real to people, ODN. Not pretending to be that way and then flipping out on people. That's all I was saying, Queen Helen Casey. But I think you knew that. You're a very intelligent woman. I think you knew that. All right. There haven't been a lot of questions in the chat. There's a lot of people chatting amongst themselves. Paisley Dukes, 2020, the kindness corner is where it is at. You know what, Paisley Dukes? I'm going to actually, now that you said that, when the kindness corner is finished at the brand new playground here at Red Morton Park in Redwood City, California, I will do some streams from there. Now I have a feeling when that playground is done, every freaking kid on the planet is going to be there. I mean, this playground, I got to show you real quick before I wrap this up. I showed it in a previous stream, but it's not as dark right now as I think it was last time. But this playground, look from a distance. This is going to be one of the baddest, most modern playgrounds. Like, it's taking them a couple years to build this. They have a construction company here building this. Like, this is like a real construction company building this. It's sophisticated. Look at this. They all fenced off. Sidewalk closed. Like, just look at this, right? Let me come over here. Just check it out. I showed this the other day, but I think it was a little bit darker. This is going to be like the entryway from this side of the park. See, you have the walkway. That's the main entrance right there to the park, way down that way. And then the walkway comes here, and then you see this little path. Then you make a right, and you come in this way. Or if you come from the other way, there are many ways to enter. There's another walkway here. If I can actually do this. Yeah, there you go. And then you just turn, right? You need teepee, Eli? What, for my bunghole, dude? Is that what you're asking? I mean, in the kindness corner? Well, another thing, you can't see it from here, but they have like 3 individual stall bathrooms, like high quality bathrooms. They're building like a high-tech bathroom on the other side. I bet it's going to be like water efficient. It's going to, this is going to be a badass playground. I'm telling you. Like, look, I'm trying to get over here so you guys can see. I mean, it goes all the way down. Like it goes all the way down this side of the park. Got some nice rocks there. I mean, this is a big playground. This park is a huge park. Like it's a mile. It's over a mile. It's 1.25 miles to walk around this park. And this playground is just one section of this park. And this is a big playground. It's pretty awesome that it's not really that dark yet, and you folks can see this. But yeah, this is the other side. It goes all the way down. Goes all the way down. Danger. Construction zone. Unauthorized personnel. Keep out. Yeah. I saw that groovy tunnel that lights up. Yeah, you saw it that night when I was live here when they lit it up. Yeah. I wonder if they are still lighting it up, or they're going to light it up until, the beginning of the new year. Paisley. But yeah, here's the tunnel without the lights on. You can see it without the lights right there, right? If we just go in. Ooh. Oh, hope no one's coming. Ooh. You see, and they have some LED panels right here. And these LED panels, look what they have. They have sensors. So they automatically turn on when it gets dark and somebody walks through here. This is very sophisticated. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Senator Palacio, I swear you guys laughing my ass off. Beautiful area, Eli. DeRosa Show, hand me the motion lotion, please. God, some of you guys really need to... Here's the thing. I feel bad for the guys that talk that way all the time, because I really wish these guys... would just... put themselves back out there and find a decent woman. Like it may not happen right away. But if you keep putting yourself out there, keep trying, you're going to find one that's going to like you and you're going to like. And you won't have to talk about motion lotion anymore, man. Or Astroglide. Well, you use Astroglide when you're with somebody. But you know what I'm talking about. I feel bad hearing those stories of men that are good men that deserve to have, a good woman to make beautiful, mad, passionate love with, intimate, beautiful love. I'm not trying to be weird by saying that, but there's no better feeling than that. There's no better feeling than being with a woman that you're attracted to mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. She likes you, you like her, you're both turned on by each other, and you're making love instead of fucking. Now, every now and then you're still going to fuck, I get that. But when you're with someone that you really have feelings for, and they have feelings for you, and you have that feeling of safety, security, and comfort, even for a man as well, there's no better feeling than that. I want to help any of you guys out there that want to accomplish that. Accomplish that! But it all starts within you. It all starts within you. Gorilla Bear, Texas, bonking. Yes, beautiful tunnel at night looks like. Have you ever heard me talk like this? Well, I've never heard you talk like you've been talking tonight, DeRosa Show. Like you're an open book. I love you like family, bro. I'm just saying, dude, like you're a good dude and you deserve a good woman. And what I'm saying is that, dude, you're probably like me. You need a little good nookie right now. All I got to say is I'm laughing my ass off. This is a good stream. We covered a lot of bases. We sure did. We sure did. We've been on for an hour and 34 minutes. The battery's still lasting here. But folks, if you want my help, I tell you what, folks, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make an offer right now to anybody out there. Anybody out there. I will help anybody out there, whether they come on a stream of mine or not, behind the scenes or in front of the scenes, throughout the month of January. Through January 31st, 2020, I'm going to offer anybody out there 30 minutes of my time. 30 minutes of my time for free to help you with anything. Now, if you're a collaborator and a contributor, then I have no time limit for you. Because for people like you, Gorilla Bear Tech, we could talk for hours because we're working together. I'm talking about for people that are just the average everyday. I'm not saying you're average, but I'm saying the everyday consumer. Someone that's not a moderator here. Someone that is not a contributor to the show or is willing to come on the show. I'm willing to offer those people 30 minutes free of my time by phone throughout the month of January to help you out with whatever you need. Come February 1st, folks, I'm letting you know things have been taking off in the right direction here. And, the amount of time and effort I'm putting into this, there are going to be a lot more paid aspects of my coaching business. This channel will always be the way it is. But what I'm saying, when it comes to me giving out giving away certain things for free, like I have been, that has to come to an end at some point, or this business will never grow. So right now is your opportunity to get what you need at no cost. Take advantage of it. 18 Murdoch, Eli, clap, 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 clap. SB, you know what? I appreciate you. You know, I've helped so many people free of charge over the years. And it's finally gotten to the point where I'm getting more and more busy now. Now that this channel is monetized, and now that, you know, there are more people out here and the trolls have been pretty much squashed, I don't have the time or the resources to continue giving everything away for free, so I have to draw the line at some point. But even after January 31st of 2020, anyone that's willing to collaborate with me, I'm still going to offer that for free, because if you're a collaborator with me, then we're working on something and possibly making money together in some other capacity. So why would I not help you for free? The kind of guy I am, I'm like, you know, I'll help you, but will you help me back? Can we help each other? Can we mutually respect and benefit from each other by collaborating? That's what collabing is. Gorilla Bear, you're already on board with it, bro. Gorilla Bear Tech, we've already started our collaboration, but you're just trying to act cool in the chat. That's okay, bro. You can act all cool in my chat anytime you want, brother, but we're already collaborating, right? I'm up for some fun right now on New Year's, and afternoon New Year's Eve is over. Instead of watching movies, I'd rather have the real thing, honest to God. Listen, bro. Let me tell you something, Gorilla Bear Tech, before I wrap this up. There's nothing more I would rather experience right now than a nice, sweet, loving, caring, beautiful woman in that romantic, intimate way. I'm trying to say it as clean as possible because I enjoy it when I truly respect and care for the woman. That's what I want. And when it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. But I understand how you feel, bro. I understand how you feel. And I also honestly believe that no matter how much men really want to go MGTOW, and some men do. Some men stick to it. These men have a penis. They have a scrotum. They have testosterone. They're men. They still have needs. They may have withdrawn for certain reasons, but they still have needs. And I understand, Gorilla Bear Tech, that those needs need to be fulfilled to fully enjoy life. I'm not going to lie. I'm a good man, and I'm okay being alone and being single, and I'm okay. But when I'm in a great relationship with a beautiful, sweet, lovable, snuggable, huggable woman, and there's good intimacy, I'm not only a really good man, I'm an even better man, and she becomes an even better woman. Together, we better each other. And I want you to keep that in mind, because that's where I'm going to end this live stream today at, well, it says 100 minutes, but that's an hour and 40 minutes. The longest stream I've done from mobile. All right, folks, once again, stay tuned to find out what's going to happen tomorrow. I will more than likely not be doing the New Year's Eve show at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, as originally planned yesterday. I will more than likely be doing a stream starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific for a few hours to talk about New Year's Eve and to, give my YouTube audience a New Year's Eve special. That's if I do end up hanging out with my friends. Now, if not, I'll do the regular show, but more than likely I'll be hanging out with my friends. And again, there will not be a stream tonight in a few hours like I've been doing close to immediately following my mobile streams here from the park, my Walking with Purpose streams. I might, depending on how I feel, I might do a 2-hour late night with Coach Eli stream later tonight. And by that point, I'll probably know for sure what my plans are going to be for tomorrow, and then we'll promote the streams for tomorrow. With that being said, have yourselves a great night. Thank you to all the moderators in the chat. Thank you to everyone that super chatted. The Rosa Show, thank you again for all your super chats, man. You're an amazing person. Highway Blues, thank you so much for your super chat again. Thank you so much, Anthony Scaredy Cat, for your super chats at the beginning of the show. I love you all, folks. Keep it real. Be good to each other, and I'll see you all next time on the Grip on Life channel. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. We are out. We are out. We are out. What the hell? Why is the X not clicking? There we go.